Hello everyone and welcome to game 3 in a series between Reprisal and Remind. Like and Reprisal versus Remind here on Twisted Meadows. Almost said Turtle Rock. That would be the last game as this game does get underway. We'll see whether or not Remind will be able to make a comeback in this series, as so far Reprisal and his timing attack, and I use that phrase very specifically, that his timing attack just completely catching Remind out of position and just behind in tech, unable to do a lot of the things that he wants to do as a Night Elf player, unable to get to the bears, the dryads, or any of the straight true counters. Now, this is going to be, I believe, a best of 5 series, but we'll see whether or not Remind will be able to even force a game 4, or if they'll play a game 4 casually, as this is part of the Zotac Cup. Once again, hats off and thank you to Zotac, still creating and still hosting some very, very nice Warcraft 3 tournaments pretty much weekly now, and that's been a lot of fun so far, as we do see the builds are underway. Archmage is being trained, meanwhile Ancient of War doing its thing, and we are now going into a Warden. Okay, so this is a direct response into what we've seen in the earlier matchups. The Warden with that Fan of Knives is much more effective at dealing with mass militia and mass footmen, and also just trying to hurt multiple units, as opposed to just mana burning an Archmage and getting perhaps the 9/1 Water Elemental. Now, we'll see whether or not this will be effective. He could also go for, or I guess the Warden could also train Shadow Strike and try to get Shadow Strike to pick off low hit point footmen. Shadow Strike does deal damage over time and also slow down the unit, as we see the Warden now make its way out. That Warden, where will she go, as the Ancient of War is now tanking this creep camp over here. The Null's Overseer should get taken out very, very quickly. Remind needs to eat its way through the trees and actually get towards those Null Wardens here. And if he doesn't do so, those Null Wardens are just going to continue to deal so much damage. Once again, going to eat another tree and making its way off. It looks like the Remind is just going to eat his way through these trees and now take down these Null Wardens in just a moment. Meanwhile, one Footman has found the army. There is one Wisp hiding off over here. Not quite sure why the map was pinged, as we now see a Twisted Meadows, perhaps a very, very fast creep out of the goblin, or not the goblin mine, just the gold mine here. This is not normally done. You usually creep out and militia creep the goblin observatory, but because of the way that Footman actually creeped or scouted, this is going to work out well. And now Archmage getting Claws of Attack +9, a very nice item, going to get to level 2 in just a matter of seconds. There you go, already at level 2. Perhaps a tome will be dropped as well, as the Archmage already getting halfway to level 3, and now a manual health is being left behind, and we may see a fast expansion attempt. This is something that is normally not done, and if it is scouted out by Remind can really punish Reprisal for even trying this strategy. Archmage, however, going to lose some experience, or lose experience in the experience race, as the Warden now creeping out the mercenary camp, picking up some units over here. The Footman has scouted this out now. Shadow Strike now taking down that Footman. The Footman already taking a lot of damage. The Footman may fall down to 122 hit points. No boots of speed though, but it simply may be just enough, as the Footman attempting to run away, down to 60 hit points, down to 29. And it looks like one more shot will do it, and now the Warden may get to level 3. Nope, just a little bit shy of level 3, instead allowing the Troll Berserker, Troll Shadow Priest, and Archer to do the work for her. Warden sitting at level 2 now, going to pick up perhaps a Staff of Teleportation, gets to level 3. Shadow Strike most likely level 2, or it could be Fan of Knives. What will the Warden find and see? The Warden also has that Potion of Greater Healing, as the Warden now going to push back over here and gain sight of this expansion. Towers are going up, Arcane Vault being added, and the Warden looking to perhaps attack. What damage will be done? Shadow Strike on the Archmage. Archmage, however, very, very well walled and protected. And now there is just going to be a standoff here, as another Shadow Strike may be coming in. The Warden battling it out, taking down one Footman, a second Shadow Strike. There is a Potion of Greater Healing on that Warden. That is why she can be so daring as Peasants now getting in the way. Nicely done. A blink and now a Shadow Strike behind. Scroll a Town Portal, but it's teleporting straight into the battle here. Potion of Greater Healing could be used in just a moment, and that Archmage does get taken down by the Shadow Strike, and what a huge misstep by Reprisal, not remembering the damage over time. The Arcane Vault has been destroyed. The Scout Tower now going to be canceled here. The Warden now getting close to level 4. And a level 4 Warden, very dangerous as it's one step closer to level 6. And that Avatar of Vengeance is so powerful. As long as the main avatar doesn't die, you can just start running in with those little Spirit of Vengeances and deal damage as they are completely invulnerable. The Warden now attempting to back away, perhaps going to look for other places it can creep solo. It is getting more experience just because this all these peasants have been taken down. Huntress is now focusing down the Town Hall. A very nice change in strategy, as we saw, I believe, a Staff of Teleportation, going back home, getting some Moonwell, Moon Juice, and now once again going to re-engage. We are now finally taking the Tree of Ages, as the Huntresses have already taken a very early lead now. Footman attempting to creep out some gnolls here. It looks like the Archmage will be out in just a moment. Reprisal needs to rethink his strategy. Things are not doing too well for him. And yes, the Archmage actually did gain that experience, but oh, now getting up to level 3. A Shadow Strike, double claws of attack, but that is not a Blade Master. He doesn't want to go up against that Warden. Level 3 on this one here, but a Shadow Strike once again coming in, and there is a Shadow Meld. Archmage now going to run in along the backside. Where is this going to go? The Warden may blink and getting another Shadow Strike here, and this is huge. The Archmage down to 71 hit points, down to 40. One more Shadow Strike will do it. Is it going to fall? One more Shadow Strike. Yes, it is going to die there, and losing the Archmage twice, and there is the GG. So Remind showing how good he can be in Warcraft 3, coming back from the brink of death, now getting one step closer to tying up the series. Game 4 in this best of 5 series will be coming up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.